Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering your entire city had been abandoned. The streets are silent. The markets are empty. The houses still stand. But the people are gone. It sounds like the ending of a mystery novel. It actually happened more than 4,000 years ago. Long before Rome. Long before Greece reached its peak. A civilization stretching across thousands of kilometers quietly faded away. Not because of a great war. Not because of a conquering empire. But because nature slowly changed the rules. This was the Indus Valley Civilization, also called the Harappan Civilization. At its height, it covered nearly 1 million square kilometers. That was larger than ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia combined. Its people built carefully planned cities. They designed straight roads. They created underground drainage systems. Every brick followed almost identical measurements. Imagine thousands of homes connected by one of history's earliest urban sanitation systems. How could people living 4,000 years ago build something so organized? Archaeologists still marvel at it today. Cities like Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Dhalavira, and Rakhigarhi reveal astonishing engineering. Many homes had private wells. Some even had bathrooms connected to cover drains. While much of the ancient world struggled with sanitation, these cities managed wastewater with remarkable precision. They traded with distant civilizations. Their seals have been discovered in Mesopotamia. Boats likely carried goods across rivers and the Arabian Sea. They exported beads, cotton textiles, pottery, and precious stones. Trade brought wealth. Organization brought stability. Everything seemed to be working. Then something changed. At first, the signs were subtle. Rivers began shifting their courses. Seasonal rains became weaker. The monsoon, which had sustained farming for centuries, slowly lost its strength. Year after year, crops became less reliable. Water became harder to find. Could an entire civilization survive when its rivers stopped behaving as expected? For decades, many believed foreign invaders destroyed these cities. The theory became popular in the early 20th century, but evidence refused to cooperate. Archaeologists found no widespread signs of massive battles, no burned cities stretching across the civilization, no enormous mass graves. Instead, they found something quieter: cities shrinking, homes being abandoned, trade networks weakening, communities gradually moving eastward. Rather than collapsing overnight, the civilization slowly transformed. Research by geologist Liviu Giason and his colleagues suggested that weakening monsoons dramatically changed the region's rivers. Without dependable water, large cities became increasingly difficult to support. Smaller farming villages offered a better chance of survival. People adapted instead of disappearing. Families relocated. Communities reorganized. Life continued, just differently. One mystery remains unsolved: the Indus script. Hundreds of seals contain short sequences of symbols. Animals appear beside carefully carved markings. Yet nobody has definitively deciphered the writing. Imagine discovering thousands of messages from an ancient world, but being unable to read a single sentence. What stories are still trapped inside those symbols? Were they names? Religious ideas? Trade records? Royal titles? Nobody knows for certain. That silence makes the civilization feel strangely alive. It still has secrets. Modern satellite imagery has revealed dried-up river channels buried beneath the landscape. The story is still being written. Perhaps the greatest lesson is not that the Indus civilization failed. It survived environmental change for generations by adapting. Its people did not vanish into thin air. Many likely became ancestors of later communities across the Indian subcontinent. Civilizations are rarely erased in a single dramatic moment. They evolve. They migrate. They transform. History often remembers battles because they are loud. But some of the biggest turning points happen almost silently. A river shifts. The rain weakens. A family moves. Then another. And another. Centuries later, an empty city remains. Its streets still waiting. Its drains still running beneath the dust. Its story still unfinished. The greatest civilizations are not always destroyed by enemies. Sometimes they simply outlive the world they were built for. And perhaps that's the most unsettling truth of all. Because civilizations don't disappear only through violence. Sometimes they fade one quiet decision at a time. The ruins still stand today. Wind moves through streets that once echoed with thousands of voices. Every broken brick is a question. Every buried wall is a clue. Archaeologists continue uncovering new neighborhoods beneath the soil. Ground-penetrating radar reveals structures no one can see from the surface. Satellite images continue exposing ancient river channels. Technology is solving mysteries that shovels alone never could. What else is still waiting underground? Perhaps an untouched library. Perhaps a royal building. Perhaps the key to reading the Indus script itself. Every excavation changes the timeline a little more. Old theories disappear. New evidence takes their place. That is how real history works. It is never finished. It is constantly rewritten. The Indus Valley civilization reminds us that success is fragile, that a society can build remarkable cities. It can master engineering. It can connect people across continents. Yet everything still depends on something as ordinary as rain. That may be the strangest lesson of all. The most advanced civilization of its time wasn't defeated by a stronger army. It slowly adapted to a changing planet. Its people survived. Its cities did not. And maybe that is the difference we should remember.